All right, welcome to the first live stream of Spoiler Alert. This is the live stream where uh, me and Joe we break down movies, films. We're both film buffs and
Cinephiles.
cinephile. Yeah, cinephiles. That's right. So we're gonna be breaking down today 28 years later, The Bone Temple. Now this follows in the series of 28 days later. 20 is there 28 months later?
I'm not sure. I'll look it up. But these were shot, like you said, in correlation with each other, and shot back to back.
Oh,
So
really?
The last 28 years later, or the one that just came out. Like they shot that one, and then boom, they shot this one with a different director.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So the same cast shot the two movies back to back. Wow. And it kind of seemed, and this is why we call the show Spoiler Alert, because don't say we didn't warn you. I kind of feel at the end of it, they kind of were hinting to a third film.
Hopefully.
Right? Because we say, I don't know, I give it a thumbs up. I don't want to rip off the Siskel and Ebert scoring, or we don't really have a text scoring thing. We didn't really talk about
how we're gonna rate it.
Yeah, like what kind of scale we're gonna rate it at.
Yeah, I think we just do 1 through 10.
All right, you do 1 through 10. I'll do a star system.
Yeah.
So we'll each have two different. That way we cover all bases.
All right, that sounds good.
I have a 5-star system. You have a 10 number system. So so based on that, I would give it 4 stars.
4 out of 5.
4 out of 5 stars. Yes.
That's big. That's pretty good.
Yeah. What about you on your number 1 through 10 number scale?
Okay, I would give this movie, which I didn't know anything about this movie going into it. I knew 28 years later, from the early 2000s one. I've heard of it. Maybe I've seen it. But yeah, this movie was a solid 8.9 out of 10.
8.9 out of 10. So,
very
about as
high
good
up
as
there.
the movie can get. You said it was the best movie you saw all year.
It's definitely the best movie I've seen all year. In the month that it's been, in 2026, this movie is solid. And I also wanted to say, after my score, if you have totally given up on cinema and going to the movie theater and the lack of originality in cinema, go see this movie because it will revitalize you, and it was amazing.
What was your favorite part? Okay, here. What was the first part where you were like, "All right, I'm in. They got me. I'm in."
That's a really good question. I think it was when they showed. Okay, so yeah, big spoilers.
That's okay. That's the name of the show.
Yeah. When they showed the Jimmys, maybe like 15 to 20 minutes in, not the first time they showed them, and again, I didn't know anything about the story. I don't YouTube trailers or anything. That's what I have Dirt for, because he keeps me in the loop with all these movies. And
yeah, I see all the movies. I see every movie, basically.
All of them, and he knows about all of them. And yeah, so when they showed the Jimmys the second time, there's a first scene with the Jimmys, and I was like, okay, that's pretty wild. But then they showed him a second time, and they get so it's like it's evil, and it's kind of like the Orange. What's that movie called from the 70s? The the orange.
Oh,
It's British. They all wear the top hats.
Yeah. There was a book about it. Clockwork Orange.
Clockwork Orange. Yeah, so it kind of gives off those vibes, and the whole movie, once it shows the Jimmys, I couldn't get that out of my head. Clockwork Orange and like the accents that are in there.
You're right. It was very Clockwork Orangey, wasn't it?
Yeah, and they were wearing like these cool tracksuits.
That's a good point. I never put that together.
Yeah, and so for me, it was the tracksuits and the incredible dialogue. Like the dialogue that this Jimmy has is really enticing.
He was a pretty captivating guy, even though he didn't know what the hell was going on, really.
He did though. Like nobody really knows what's going on in life, but some people have principles that they live by, and this guy definitely had like
for sure
something in his head that like kept him going.
I would have followed him if it was the apocalypse, maybe. Okay, so what got me was when the kid first part was when the kid got lucky or what, but he stabbed the guy and he was clearly like not with it, but now he has to join this like this insane group of people.
That was the first.
That was the first part where I was like, all right, I'm kind of hooked. Nice. And then the second part where I was like, oh, I'm fully invested was when the super the caveman guy, he pulls off the head of it's the first scene he's in basically, and he pulls off the head of the thing.
And meanwhile, we just got our food. Yeah. Probably 2 minutes before that.
I'm just happily eating my truffle pop because we went to the Alamo Draft House. So I love that truffle popcorn they have. But I'm just, and then he pulls the head off.
How hungry were you, by the way?
How hungry? Not hungry at all.
Okay.
I ate a full burrito before that, but I always eat. I'm not gonna go to the Alamo Draft House and not get truffle popcorn, you know.
Oh yeah.
But then the lady next to me goes, "Oh, like visibly disgusted." She makes like a visibly disgusted sound, like, "Oh."
That lady was cool. I talked to her after.
Yeah, but then she started coughing a bunch.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't even notice.
At the end of the movie, she started coughing a bunch.
Oh, yeah, I did hear that.
Dude, excuse yourself.
There, for some reason, that lady started coughing, and someone, like 2 other people started having a cough attack at the same time.
Yes, exactly.
It must have been... Because I was feeling like
here's what it is. When somebody coughs in public like that, when one person lets it out, then the other person's like, well, it's not so bad. Somebody else is coughing too. It's more tolerated. So I'm not the only person coughing. It's too bad. Too bad apples, as they would say in the police force.
There is definitely probably some psychology to that. Because I think it was 3 that just started letting them off.
Yeah.
So props to her for being the original.
She was the first one, wasn't she?
I don't know who let it off first. I think it was.
Maybe the other guy was the first one actually, but
I'd like to give her credit.
She was right next to me, and she had a coughing fit. It's like, it's a great film. That's how great the film is, I guess. That people are just being so rude because they can't excuse themselves at the end of the movie.
I didn't think he was rude at all, and I thought
I was about to excuse myself. I don't want to get this lady's, whatever. But yeah, that
was an intense part of the movie, and also everything. I got some crappy food. Not crappy. That food was amazing. I got a chicken sandwich that was buffalo sauce, and it looked like we were watching it. I was starving.
I never got the chicken sandwich from there.
Dude, it was really good. And then we started eating, and then this guy in the movie, Samson, who has his dick out the whole entire movie. You will see a giant. I don't know if it's a BBC.
It's not erect, so it's not threatening in any way.
It's impressive that it's not an erect and it's that big.
Yeah.
We should Google that, see if it's a prosthetic. But anyway.
I have a question here, because I thought at the end of that, because I did see the other one, but I don't really remember it at all. I vaguely remember the guy making the bone temple. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess they did that in the other one. But here's the thing I didn't get. That guy who had his dick out the whole movie.
Yeah.
And by the way, this is called spoiler alert, so don't say we didn't warn you. You know how at the end when the guy cures him or whatever,
Yeah.
and he's like moon, and he remembers like that. He's like, I don't have a ticket because he remembers like being on the train and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that part was awesome. That was a really cool part of the movie.
Because he cured him from the rage disease. We didn't explain any of that. The 28 Years Later series, there's like a rage. It's basically like zombies, except they're humans with rage.
Yeah.
So.
And if you've never seen any of these movies, you can walk right in and watch this movie, and you don't need to know anything about it, even though that it's a huge cult following.
Yeah.
People will probably tell you need to see all the other movies, but
I just watched all the other movies to see the new one. Back the old 28 Years Later, but I don't remember it, and I had a great time. So I basically went in there brand new, even though I have seen all the 28 Years Later. But I thought it was way better than the first 28 Years Later.
Like the original?
Yeah.
Nice.
Or the 28 days later. What is it? 28 days later,
I think it's
right?
28 days.
But what was I gonna say? At the end of the movie where they cure him.
Well, I don't think you finished explaining what the movie's about. So if you never saw any of these movies, there's a
rage virus. It's like a contagious virus.
Actually, can take back what I said, because there are some backstories that I guess there are backstories.
Because the whole kid backstory where the kid Spike or whatever was his name.
Yeah.
I don't remember that kid, and I guess that must have been from the old movie. So I should have watched the old movie right before I watched this. That's a recommendation. Watch the old 28 Years Later right before you watch it.
And I would say the opposite, because it might ruin. We saw it raw. We don't remember, and I didn't see. Well, I don't know if I saw the other one either, but.
True, and we did like
maybe it made it that much better.
Yeah, if you watch both movies, it might be too much. Yeah, maybe. But I kind of maybe I'm gonna go back and watch it, the old one now. But what I'm saying is, at the end, when the guy got cured of the rage virus, and then the whole next scene was this guy teaching his what appears to be his daughter some like history.
Yeah.
Was it the same guy? And then he just shaved, and now he's not rage anymore? Like
the dad? The guy? No.
The dad wasn't that like, what's the guy's name?
Samson?
Yeah, the dad wasn't Samson?
Definitely not.
Definitely not. Okay.
Because that dude who's teaching the girl is the guy from 28 Days Later, the early 2000s one. So that's a continuation from the original, and so he found like his happiness, and now he has a kid. But no.
Oh, so it wasn't like he ended up getting a kid or something.
No. Just found out that it was a prosthetic penis.
Oh, it was a prosthetic.
That was not, which is good to know, because that thing was like.
But the rest of the body was
demasculating to watch. The rest of the body?
Yeah.
Besides like some scars. But you could tell that guy definitely works out.
Yeah.
I would say he's on steroids.
Well, maybe just for the role, but I don't blame him for that.
Yeah, the guy's jacked. He's 6'8", and it really is like pretty crazy to see. Like, this guy's huge, and you can tell he's big. And then but yeah, that like he looks like an infected person who does reps every day. Like he's doing some workouts. That doesn't come naturally. I don't care if you are infected, but you're not gonna have a 6-pack and like.
I like that guy. And then he was just on morphine the whole movie, just chilling out on morphine. I'm like, yeah, I'd like to do morphine with like a caveman, basically.
That was a cool part. Yeah.
Because that's what the other guy was doing, the bald guy. Was the bald guy in the original 28 Days Later too?
Probably. He looked very familiar. That actor. I
Yeah.
forget his name.
And I kind of remember the iodine plotline where that's why he's yellow, by the way, is he takes iodine to ward off the infection, the virus, if you will.
Yeah, this movie definitely has me wanting to look into explore these movies a lot more and
Yeah.
watch all of them. So what I wanted to say earlier, like this one's directed by Naya DaCosta. And I guess there was like I looked at something online earlier that was like she could have directed either one of these, the first one or the second one that were made recently. And it was like a bidding or something, and she had to make this one. And she previously made it Marvel and
The Marvels.
The Marvels, and I've never seen that. I don't like Marvel movies. But it's so like this movie was inspiring. Like it had like a really good vibe to it. It reminded me of like the 70s.
It was also funny when you weren't expecting it
Very
to be.
funny.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the whole Iron Maiden. There's an Iron Maiden plot line.
Yeah.
That
Which was a cool relief. And people were laughing in the theater. People were like clapping. And she nailed it. And the whole dialogue to me was most impressive. Like the Jimmys. They were saying some like,
well, I wonder what that comes from. Like, why do they call themselves Jimmy?
that's something we got to look into.
Yeah, I wonder if that was from the other thing or what. And they all had the cool Adidas tracksuits. But then it's like, how long have you just been wearing those same tracksuits? How do they look so fresh?
That's what gives the main Jimmy such like a eerie little, because you want to like him. He's cool. He's funny.
Yeah.
He's a leader, and he's fresh. He's fresh in the middle of all these dirty mayhem.
He's got the Cuban link chains.
He's got gold. He's got nasty teeth. But you want this guy. I wanted him to succeed a little bit just because of how cool and like how much swagger he had. But yeah, he kept his clothes clean, and then I noticed that the other Jimmys weren't as clean. So the new Jimmy, this guy Spike,
yeah,
his is like his Jimmy uniform, is sewed together, like it's a makeshift tracksuit.
True, because he has to prove himself before he gets a good one.
I don't know if it's that or they're very limited in how many tracksuits they can give out.
Well, they have access to. They could just, go
order
to, like,
on Amazon.
Adidas. No, oh yeah, I guess they can't really get that far. So yeah,
I think
those are probably all the tracksuits in that town.
Yeah, they've probably been scavenging for tracksuits, but they keep them clean. And these Jimmys are professional survivors. So there's some they just have swagger. They're calm.
Yeah.
But they slice people.
And they deal with problems as they come at them with a cool head.
And very evil. And
well, I don't see them as evil. I see them as just kind of doing what they have to in this world. Like, in this post-apocalyptic world, worshipping Satan seems like the logical thing to do. I mean, that's something a good person in this, fend for yourself, wasteland sort of landscape.
Okay, do you think the Jimmys are doing it because they have to, or at a certain point because they're enjoying it?
I think the main one is definitely enjoying it, but I think most of the rest of them are doing it because they have to. But even the main one also kind of has to.
Sir Lord Jimmy.
He doesn't know his father, and then he has to invent this whole story just to feel some kind of self-importance,
That's the thing. Also, I think there's some very religious messages in there to the Bible.
Yeah,
obviously,
for sure.
like Samson, that's a character in the Bible. And then at the end,
oh, yeah.
the whole thing kind of has a lot of
No, what was
religious
hilarious
undertones.
was when the Satanist meets when he realizes that the guy he thought was Satan is actually an atheist. And it's like, oh, so it's a Satanist and meeting an atheist. Like in this situation, the Satanist is basically the Christian,
Yeah,
and the atheist is still the atheist, which is hilarious.
but the atheist I think has more uh will or like drive to do good versus the
Uh,
atheist.
yeah, yeah, true, yeah, yeah. The atheist, or the atheist is just a drug addict. I mean, that's really what his doing good is like giving people drugs.
No, I think he was doing it in a scientific way. He was experimenting
Yeah, still, he was just
because
still
he
giving
had to
them
give
drugs.
Samson the morphine in
He
order
didn't
for him
have to
not
give
to.
him the morphine.
He would have killed him if not. I mean, Samson would have killed Ian,
Oh, right, right, right.
but that was a good message. And the Jimmy also, I don't think he was pretending all that story. I think he honestly believed it. I think he believed he was the devil's son because yeah, he was caught off guard when
Well, didn't he know his father was a pastor or something?
yeah, and I think he took that as in some like
And then
as sign to like that was his destiny.
yeah, I wasn't really sure about the Jimmy. I wasn't as I didn't like that main Jimmy character as much as you did.
Mm.
I kind of saw him as more of a classic villain.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
but-
yeah, I think I am different, and I laugh at some stuff, and I'm like, well, nobody else is laughing.
no, that guy was definitely funny. Definitely funny, but he was lying to people, and then I did like when the guy got him at the end, where he was like, "Oh yeah, but one other thing, you gotta do this," you know?
Yeah, there's a very intense build up
Yeah,
to the ending, which made I mean the movie was so good. Like, there's parts where you relax and you're having fun, but it's all building up to this ending you don't really expect.
yeah. Also, and the movie, unfortunately, it didn't do good, like numbers.
Mm,
It like, I guess, didn't make money or whatever.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, but I think because they called it the Bone Temple, it's like the Bone Temple has nothing to do with it.
It
Like,
kind of, I mean,
what did the Bone Temple
just-
have to do with the main plot of the movie?
well, what is the main plot of the movie? The main plot of the movie, man,
Uh,
the main, I guess, like, who's the main character? There is no main character. There's no real. That's what's so unique about the story. There's like a movie plot should have an arc. They say of like a drive for somebody, but there's no really. There's not a real drive. For
yeah,
anybody.
because at first you think it's gonna be that kid who like just has to now live with these maniacs,
Yeah,
but then it becomes like about the bald guy
yeah.
hanging out with Samson.
So going into this movie not knowing anything about the storyline is perfect because you have no idea what could happen.
True.
There's no obvious, like, nobody's really the main character. Everybody's the main character in the movie,
True. Yeah.
which is unique.
And I guess they all meet up at the Bone Temple, so maybe that's why they call it the Bone Temple. But I don't know.
No, I see what you're saying though.
You know
the
what I
Bone
mean?
Temple wasn't
It-
really that relevant.
It
to
wasn't
the
that
story.
relevant, and also it makes it sound like, I don't know, not that interesting.
The Bone Temple.
The Bone Temple. It makes it sound like way more like of a horror movie or something like that than
Yeah.
like a kind of a psychological thriller, which is what it actually is.
Maybe they mentioned it in the beginning because so the girl, oh man, the girl Jimmy, the female Jimmy sees the alleged long neck. Long neck is in reference to Satan. That's who they follow. So
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Did you catch that when they said long neck in the beginning?
No, I didn't catch a long neck.
Yeah, I didn't either. I didn't know. I thought long neck was in reference to some creature or something, but it's in reference to Lucifer.
Mm.
And so this girl, Jimmy, goes into the woods at one point in the movie and finds Ian, who's surrounded. Ian is, I think he's like a previous professor or something. He's a very knowledgeable guy. And she sees him talking to Samson, the alpha giant. And she's like, I don't know if she really believed it herself, but she was trying to help Spike. So I don't know if she saw that as she was seeing actual long neck, like, holy shit, this is the devil. This is who we've been following and listening to this whole time. Because the main Jimmy gets messages from long neck. So she sees the bone temple and she sees this man with red skin. And those are the signs that made her believe that this is Lucifer. So she goes back and reports back that she found him. And yeah. So that's also a question I had. Does she actually think that she saw the devil? Or is she trying to...
I think she might actually think it, but she also doesn't believe that the main Jimmy... She's very skeptical of the main Jimmy. She says
Yeah.
She says so. You don't have to read between any lines. She says so.
Yeah.
But I do think she thinks that guy... Yeah, I think she does. Because, like, what else would you think?
Yeah. It was a cool scene. Like, she was watching the devil talk to this alpha, this creature.
Well, wait, what was your favorite scene?
The scene where they're coming into the two characters, the pregnant girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
They come back to their house of safety, and all the Jimmys are at the
oh wow,
the lunch table.
So that early scene.
Yeah, and that was the one I was talking about earlier. That's the second time they show the Jimmys, and that dialogue in there, I don't know, it was just like so captivating. All the Jimmys are listening to main Jimmy, and he's on fire. He's just like, you could tell when someone's just like in the zone, and
that scene made my skin crawl because I'm like, they're gonna like, these guys are up to no good.
Yeah.
You know?
And he's so calm, and the way he talks, like he's got that like British gift to gab, or wherever they're from, Scotland.
Yeah.
And they just ease into, and yeah, by the way, we gotta kill you.
Yeah. Yeah, they just said it so casually. And
what was your favorite scene?
My favorite scene was probably, and I know you're gonna say that this is total cheeseball, but that Iron Maiden scene where he's pretending to be Satan.
Yeah.
And then, but not necessarily that's, but coming off of that scene, the scene after that, where he's like telling the Jimmys what to do, and then he's like tricking the main Jimmy to sacrifice himself.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know. That was like, there's not a lot of times I'm watching a movie and I'm truly like, have no idea what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
But I'm like so invested in what's going to happen next.
Yeah, they nailed the build-up. They nailed the momentum. Like, she controlled, the director, Naya, she controlled the momentum enough where it's like, damn, like, this could go any direction.
Right. So I love that. That was probably my favorite.
Yeah, it was really good. And that's when I think it really turned into, like, biblical, because this guy, Jimmy, thinks he's the son of Lucifer, or the king of hell or whatever, like the god of hell. So that would make him the prince of hell. Just like, and then Ian was saying just how Jesus was sacrificed for all mankind. Now this prince of darkness will be sacrificed as well.
Yeah. So he really got him there. And he also got him to like, finally this guy is going to be called on his bullshit. Because this guy has just been bullshitting his way pretty hard through this apocalyptic life, you know.
Yeah.
And he's been doing a good job, but he doesn't. I feel like he doubts himself, because that's why he first, when they first see the guy who they think is Satan, he's like, "Hang on, let me go talk to him first."
Oh, that's when he completely starts doubting himself.
Yeah. Because like his crew sees it too, because she was like, "I saw his face when I said that," you know.
Yeah.
And so,
but up until that, he thought,
and he was like, "This must be a new bone temple," and they were like, "It looks pretty old," you know.
Yeah, that was a funny part.
Yeah. So, I feel like this guy kind of know, because he also says, didn't he say his dad was a pastor?
Yeah. So he thought that was supposed to be his dad. He's like, I thought you were going to be my dad, basically. I think it was what he wanted to avoid saying when he was talking to Ian.
Yeah.
Ian also. Okay, so do you think Ian? He's an atheist, right? So I thought that was a cool part, because Jimmy asked him to put on this show, basically, but Ian took it way above and beyond. He asked Ian, "Okay, my followers believe in something. You have to convince them, or I'm gonna kill you. You have to convince them that, like, you're Satan." And so Ian, this atheist professor, he's really smart dude. He takes this opportunity. He could have just said some, like, easy answers. Yeah, I'm the devil. Okay, see you later. But he turned it into a production. He turned it into like this fun thing, and like made it look like hell.
He doesn't half-ass things. He respects his audience.
Yeah.
He
put on a real show for these guys.
Yeah.
And I don't think he was gonna do it. He wasn't gonna switch it up and alter Jimmy's motives. He was just gonna play his part as the devil.
No, but he also didn't know how crazy that gang was when he first met Jimmy, right?
That's true.
He only knew after they were like, we're gonna continue to like kill people and shit.
Jimmy pushed buttons at the end for some reason.
Yeah. When he heard the main Jimmy be like, and that means we're gonna continue to kill people and stuff like that and plunder the land.
Yeah.
Then he started being like,
oh,
let me kill this guy.
I don't think he was gonna kill him until he knew the kid. He knew Spike.
Oh, right.
I think that's the only reason.
Yeah, I gotta go back and watch the old one, because I believe that movie would clear up that plot line.
Yeah, because they've met each other before.
Yeah.
But until that, I think he was gonna let him go. I thought he was gonna let Jimmy go on his warpath, because he didn't have any skin in the game, because he's an atheist. So he's like, all right, I'm in it for myself. I can just.
No, but because he's trying to cure some of the other people. He's like, he's an atheist, but he's got morals, and he's like, or yeah, you could say he's just like a drug addict who's like doing morphine with the, caveman, basically.
I saw him as a scientist with no morals, but he happened to have fun while he was, like, he was fixing Samson for his science-based questions.
So he could like learn.
Experiment.
Sure. Yeah, he saw the world as his experiment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, it was a good movie. I definitely want to watch the old one now, the more recent old one.
Yeah, me too. We should view it.
I don't think we need to watch the 28 Days Later. I don't think we got to go back that far. I don't think that.
I'll probably watch it at some point.
I just watched it pretty recently, and I feel like I remember everything. But I didn't watch the 28 Years Later recently.
Yeah.
I saw it in theaters, and then I haven't seen it since.
Cillian Murphy, you know him?
Yeah. He's the director or producer?
He's the guy at the end from the original 28 Days Later.
Oh, he's the guy teaching the history lesson?
Yeah.
So he's the guy who's definitely not Samson.
Definitely not Samson, no. But this guy, he's really popular. He's in he's in Peaky Blinders. But
So I feel like they were setting up for a new movie after this one.
So, and I think that one's going to be more about Cillian Murphy, the dad at the end.
That'd be great.
And the two other.
I hope they make it because I heard that this one they didn't make money or whatever.
Man, I didn't see anything about this movie. I don't know how you see these trailers, but I did not.
I see every movie, so I see all the trailers.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't really remember this trailer though.
Yeah, movies like this should definitely like be made more, so people should go see it.
Yeah, definitely go see this one. Don't sleep on 28 years later, The Bone Temple.
Bone Temple.
What do you think? Should we call it?
Yeah, that's good. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, next we'll do another one. We don't know which movie yet, but we will.
Hopefully weekly. Hopefully we can do it weekly.
Yeah.
Go see the movie in a theater. Sit by some weird lady who's sitting by herself.
And if you have to cough during a movie when you're in a theater, just excuse yourself. Be courteous, all right?
So we were leaving the theater and I forgot my phone on my chair and I went back to go get it. And then I asked that lady how she liked the movie and she said the same thing about the food. She's like, I couldn't eat my food. And
oh, she said that?
Yeah.
Because it was so disgusting?
Because it was so gross.
Oh, that's so funny because I heard her audibly gasp. She's like, oh!
Yeah.
I love hearing that kind of reaction from people in movie because I am so desensitized. So any of that, I'm like happily eating my popcorn while watching this guy rip off a head, grill up the head, eat the head.
And you're still mowing down your popcorn?
Oh, and I'm happily eating my popcorn.
I was too, just because I was so hungry. I think the two girls next to me were like, damn, he's really eating that. In that scene where he rips the spine out.
Cannibalism, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm just hungry. This is really good. Even though it looked like the buffalo sauce looked like blood and shit.
Hey, as he's ripping out the spine, I'm ripping out the pickle in my fried pickle.
Yeah.
By the way, another great menu item from Alamo Drafthouse, the fried pickle.
Fried pickles, mozzarella sticks, milkshakes. That was my last meal before I started this fast I'm doing today as well.
Yeah, you're fasting today. So I haven't eaten today either. And I'm thinking about fasting, but I'm also thinking about eating.
You only got 12 more hours to go.
Before bedtime? Well, no, I go to bed at like 8 p.m., so I only got 6 more hours.
So it's 24 hours. Actually, we're probably closer to 24 hours now. Yeah, see the movie.